Opening the program last night, I said the polls were down for Labor, but their spending was up, and that their reckless spending and attacks on Peter Dutton gave away their desperate fears about losing the election. Well, it's deja vu today. First, the spending. This time it's Melbourne, home to a host of crucial seats, and it's another $7,000 million for a long-discussed rail project.
Today, as Prime Minister, I give this very straightforward, concrete commitment to Victorians. Our government will partner with the Victorian government to fund and build the rail link to Melbourne Airport. To make this happen, our Labor government is committing $7 billion to build Melbourne Airport rail.
Up goes the spending, up goes the debt, up goes the pressure on inflation and interest rates. And out goes the dirt file on the opposition leader too. After attacking Dutton's share purchases from 17 years ago yesterday, now Labor is raising questions about Dutton's lifetime of buying and selling houses, including those associated with his wife's childcare businesses, something he's often talked about, working and saving from his teenage years.
He hasn't declared all of them. He hasn't declared all of them.
Two of them
and it goes to the point about why Peter Dutton and the...
Keep mentioning his name, because every time you do, our vote goes up. You're disgusting.
It's pretty grubby stuff, and it might be silly too, because it just might backfire. For starters, it again shows up Anthony Albanese as weak, because while these smears come from Labor, he wipes his hands of them.
Prime Minister, what's wrong with Dutton making money out of property? Haven't you as well?
I make no comment about Peter Dutton's matters. That's a matter for him.
Nothing to do with Albo, apparently. And the opposition leader hasn't held back.
The Prime Minister's office is shopping around dirt sheets at the moment. Transactions that go back to when I was 20 years of age. I've conducted myself with integrity at every moment of my life, including as a police officer, and since I've been in politics. If the Prime Minister has some claim to make, don't get his lackeys to push it out there. Get up and make the claim yourself. But of course the Prime Minister won't. He's happy to use third parties to try and shop around this sort of detail.
Yeah, that's a good political response, but this also leads into Dutton's life story. And if Labor wants to go there, well, the opposition leader is happy to help them out.
I've said my piece, and that is that I've only ever acted with integrity. I worked hard from, like Joe actually, started out as a butcher's boy many years ago, and I've never stopped working from that day. I've been proud of what my family and I have been able to achieve, and I actually think the Australian public wants somebody who knows how to manage money, knows how to manage the economy. I've demonstrated that as Assistant Treasurer. I've conducted myself with integrity at all times, and if the Prime Minister has a claim to make, why doesn't he get up and make it? Because he's weak.
And just to close off this episode and underscore again why Labor might have led with their chin, have a look at this.
Look, I haven't criticised the Prime Minister in relation to his assets or in relation to his family. As far as I'm concerned, that's off limits. And I think the Prime Minister is a person of integrity, as I am, and he's done well. He tells a story of growing up in Housing Commission. He's now a multi-millionaire with property. Good luck to him.
How about that, hey? The son of a single mother who grew up in public housing, who spent his whole life working for the Labor Party and in politics, and purchased a $4.3 million beach house perched on the cliff tops of Copacabana on the New South Wales Central Coast during a housing crisis, while he's living in two taxpayer-funded mansions at Sydney's Kirribilli and the Lodge in Canberra. Yeah, this is probably not the smartest political attack that I've ever seen Labor run.